I'm the dopest DJ in my neighborhood. Until my friend Juju from the Beat Nuts took me to visit with a guy named Dr. Butcher, who I had heard of, but I never met in person. This is the early 90s. Dr. Butcher was DJing for Cool G Rap. Interestingly enough, I remember having a conversation with a high school friend of mine, and he was like, yo, man, you ever heard of Dr. Butcher? Actually, the reason I was having this conversation with my friend over the phone was because a friend of his was at his house. And my friend was bragging about me, like, yo, my boy Rob is nasty. And his friend was like, he's not nastier than Dr. Butcher. So they called me, and my buddy wanted me to basically, like, talk pop shit to this friend of his to be like, nah, fuck Dr. Butcher, I'm better. So that's exactly what happened. Like, his friend is yelling at me. He's not even on the phone, but I hear his voice in the room. Oh, there's no way that kid Rob's better than Dr. Butcher. Dr. Butcher smoke him. And I'm like, Doctor who? Like, I'm better than him. I could do all these patterns like Aladdin and so on and so forth. Few months go by, Juju from the Beat Nuts, before they became the Beat Nuts, a good friend of mine at the time when I was like 18 years old, was like, Rob, I want to take you to a friend's house of mine that's really dope that I think is going to help you. His name is Dr. Butcher. Yeah. So I remember in my head, I was like, oh shit, that's the same dude, right? So when I went to his house, I went in battle mode because of that conversation that I had with my boy's friend. Or it wasn't a conversation, that's actually putting it mildly. We were just popping shit to each other. But I went to Dr. Butcher's house, like, ready to battle him. So I get to his house, and up until that point, I was practicing and learning how to do everything that my DJ idols did. So if Aladdin did the breakdown pattern with that little funky rub, I did it the same way. Steve D did the snare pattern on a song called a remix of 5 Minutes of Funk. It was like a mega mix. So he did it with that song. I went out, bought the records, learned how to do the pattern exactly the way Steve did it in the 1990 New Music Seminar Battle. So I have these records with these routines that belong to other DJs. And in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm going to dust this kid, Dr. Butcher, because I could do everything that these guys do. So I get to his house. Long story short, not only was Dr. Butcher super welcoming, he was very humble. And I remember just thinking, this isn't going the way I thought it was going to go. Like, I'm walking into this guy's house, and he's just being super nice. And it just messed me up because I was ready to walk in there and like pop shit to him, right? Yo, Rob, pleasure to meet you. This is going to be fun. Juju's there, like watching us, takes the covers off his turntables. And he's like, you know, like, I'll let you go first. So I get on and I'm like doing my best Aladdin impression, my best Steve D impression, my best Cash Money impression. My best Cutmaster Swift from London impression. And then I get off, and in my head, I'm like, yo, I killed it because I did everyone's routines super clean. He got on and obliterated everything that I did. Everything. And it was interesting because I say obliterated, not just because he was more technically sound, but because he was original. Again, he took these movements and personalized them. He did them in his own way. One thing that Dr. Butcher did that I want to demonstrate for you guys, I've never seen a DJ do in my life. And you just have to understand that in 1990, this was like magic to me. So he do shit like this. See, I've never actually tried doing this. Yeah, he would do shit like that, and I'm there like, what? So you saw what I did, like he took Impeach the President, he would do fills, so I'm like, okay, I know what he's doing there, it's a fill, but then he would drop and start rewinding the other side on beat, and it was giving you like this weird sound, and I'm there like, what? What? And I'm there just like, yeah, battle's over. Battle's over. Exactly. And then he took Welcome to the Terror Dome and was doing crazy stuff with Welcome to the Terror Dome. And then he stopped, super humble, wasn't battling me, was just having fun, happy to have another DJ there to practice with. And as soon as he stopped, I was like, bro, could you take me as a student? And he was like, sure. Like, we'll train. And I was like, yo, man, I want to enter the 1991 DMC. I was like, could you help me? He was like, let's start training. And literally the next day I was at his house and we trained from July of 1990 to March of 1991, non-stop, Monday through Friday, with his girlfriend in the room mad at me
right.
for like, getting in the way of their, couples time or whatever. So I say that story to say that Butcher planted the seed in me that I'm trying to plant in you guys today, which is don't just do stuff the way the people that you idolize do it. So with regards to Aladdin, he was doing that breakdown. And I'm at the house practicing one day. It wasn't with this record, it was with Nobody Beats the Biz. And I'm trying to create this routine on it. Thanks to Dr. Butcher. He was playing around with it one day. I show up at his house. I walk in. He stops playing Nobody Beats the Biz or touring around with it, practicing with it. He looks at me, takes the needles off. He's like, yo, take these records home. He doesn't even show me anything on it. He's just like, take these records home. There's shit in them. There's so many patterns in them. You'll find mad stuff. Just have fun with the records. Sure enough, I take them home. I'm doing my favorite DJ's patterns on them first. And then like I stopped and I remember just hearing Drew's voice, Dr. Butcher's voice in my head. Don't do these patterns that you've been doing and you're just kind of copying these guys, Rob. Like God instilled in you the same creativity that he instilled in all the DJs that you look up to. Just tap into that creativity. And somehow, after just hearing his voice, I went from doing this with Nobody Beats the Biz to this. So what's the difference with Aladdin's version and my version? Anyone know?
Catching that extra beat.
And what's the extra beat? What is the sound? It's a snare. It's a snare. So whereas Aladdin goes, scratches the end of one, I do a forward release and I catch that extra beat, which is a snare. And then I come back to it with a breakdown. Right? That's the difference. After playing around with that pattern, then I heard Drew's voice in my head say, now what? So when you come up with a pattern, always ask yourself, now what? Don't just settle for doing the pattern the same exact way. Or don't just settle for doing the pattern the first way you flipped it. Because remember, every pattern has a core move, and then there are variations to that core move. So I started doing this. I haven't done this pattern in a minute, so let's see if I can figure it. This is the first variation. Then I started doing something like this. See what I'm saying?